Hello. In today's video, we're going to take a look at how to generate images using the new OpenAI Image-2 model. We're going to take a look at how we would call this using the API. With this approach, you'd be able to embed this in your own applications. First off, let's dive right in and take a look at what some of the images look like and what it costs you. What you can see here is three different images using three of the different quality settings they have available using the API. I've used a basic prompt and used the same prompt for all three of these images. And from left to right, you can see the quality of these images. Starting on the left, this image cost a little bit more than half a cent and took me around 20 seconds to generate. And you can see here that image looks pretty good. The one in the middle looks significantly better, I would say, a lot more photorealistic than the one on the left. That took around 50 seconds to generate and runs around 5 cents. And the image on the right was the most expensive to generate at a little over 20 cents and took almost 2 minutes to render. But you can see the one on the right is definitely a higher quality than I would say the middle one, but I'm not sure it's really worth 4 times the cost. Now let's take a look at how the OpenAI Image-2 model compares to some other popular image models out there. The one on the left here is going to be Microsoft's MAI Image-2 model. This is using the efficiency version, and this runs in at about 2 cents and took about 30 seconds to render. The image on the right is using the Google Image Gen 4 model to produce that image. That ran about 4 seconds and was by far the fastest image generation model I tested and came in around 7 seconds for that. And you can compare those to the ultra cheap image of the Image-2 OpenAI model that I have here in the middle. Again, that comes in about half a cent. So let's dive in and talk a little bit more about what we need to do to call this API. First off, what is this going to cost you? It's a token-based model, so it's tokens in, tokens out. And you can see here, this is the outline that OpenAI has set for their pricing. Really, the key here is you're looking at $5 for input tokens, which generally your input tokens aren't very high. If you pass in an image, which you can, that's going to be a higher cost at $8 per million tokens on that. The key charge here is going to be your output tokens, which is rendering the image, and that's going to run you $30 per 1 million output tokens. They do have a fancy calculator on their website that you can plug in your image dimensions, and it'll tell you how many output tokens based on the quality of the image that you're going to need to produce that. You can also have some savings here by getting cache prompts and batching and stuff like that. Now let's take a look at the input schema. If you're going to call this via the API, here's all the possible parameters that you could pass in and things that you could set. Now, most all these are going to have default values, so you don't need to worry about setting a lot of these values when you make that call. Here's some of the values that you could set in. The size is definitely something I always set. You can set it to auto as well, but I would always want to know the image size as well as quality, and that's going to be low, medium, or high. Again, I wouldn't necessarily use auto for that. And you could change different output formats as well as changing some background and moderation details. Now, what do you get back when you make this call via the API? Here's your response object that you're going to get back. And the key piece here is that response information is going to be a base 64 encoded string right there inside that JSON element. And it also gives you deep information about the tokens that are used for both input and output. Now let's take a look. Here's an actual input request, as well as the response that would come back for that actual request. Now let's take another look at one more image generation set before I jump into seeing this in action via Postman and then in Azure Logic Apps. Here's a more complex prompt of a woman running down the street with a dog in the rain and lightning in the background. And for this one, I'm actually really happy with the half a cent generated image. I thought that came out really well, but you can see as you move to the right, much more finer detail in some of the key pieces of the images. So it's really going to depend on what is your use case for the quality of image you're going to need. So now let's dive in and take a look at how we'd run this in Postman. Okay, I've now jumped over into my virtual machine, and let's take a look at how we would make this API call using Postman. First off, we come over here under authorization, and this is where it uses a bearer token. So you go into your OpenAI API account, and you could create a token, and then you would use that API token here in this call. No, you don't need to set any other headers for this call. And then inside of body, this is a bare minimum prompt that I would use to make this call. You definitely have to specify the model name in your prompt. And as I said, I always want to explicitly specify my quality of the image and the size that I want to get back. Now I simply would just hit send and make this call. And now this is going to take around 20 seconds or so, and it's going to go off and make that call with OpenAI. Of course, you don't have to make this call using Postman. You could use the OpenAPI SDK, which is another way to embed this into your applications. But we'll see in just a moment after this that I'm going to make these same calls in Azure Logic Apps. And in that case, using the API with this approach Makes perfect sense. So here is the response here that we would get for this call. At the bottom here is going to be our token information, just like we saw in our sample response. And I can click on visualization and we can see the response here. And my prompt was a frog on a log with a hat and a bat. And sure enough, that sure looks like a frog, and he's on a log with a hat and a bat. So pretty quick rendering here. Like I said, it takes around 20 seconds via the API to get this back. And that's a pretty good looking image for something that's going to cost us just a little more than half a cent. And now let's jump over to our Azure portal. Okay, I'm now in my Azure portal, and what I have is I created this Logic app here, and it's for running all three of the quality types of the OpenAI Image-2 at the same time. And we'll just go ahead and jump into this last execution. And what this is a workflow tool to be able to orchestrate calls here. It's going to take the prompt coming in. And here I have three different branches that all run parallel at the same time. And I have the low, medium, and high. And what this really does is really highlights the time that it takes for each one to execute. And you can see here at 22 seconds, 48 seconds, and 2 minutes and 10 seconds for each of these. And as well as I came down here and pulled out the token costs. So this is just pulled out of the JSON response message. And you can see here that the output tokens are 196 here. For the medium, your output tokens are significantly higher, thus the higher cost at 1756. And here is the large, of course, the largest amount of tokens at 7024. Now, like I said, there's a really good calculator tool on their website to put in your image size and your quality and get the token costs. Then you just use that $30 per 1 million output tokens to determine the exact cost of making this call. Now, what I've showed you here is a quick overview of the OpenAI Image-2 API, how you could understand what the inputs and outputs are, some of the key elements, and how you would define those. Plus, we took a look at how to run it in Postman, and last, we saw how to use it in Azure Logic Apps. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how you can embed this in your application today. If you are using the Image-2 model from OpenAI, let me know. Let me know what you think of the images that are being created. I think they're phenomenal. I think it's the best image gen model out there today. And thank you for watching this video. If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.